What's up, you guys? Curlychaotic. Welcome back to my channel. So for my new viewers that is just now coming to my channel, welcome. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that button. So for my old subbies that's been rocking with me for a while, welcome back. And I know you guys used to enjoy when I do my Attack of a Product Junkie videos. People who don't know, it's when I take two different brands and I am battling them live on the video. And basically I'm going to be using one brand on one side of my head and the other brand on the other side. It's just for fun, and I guess it's just to give you an idea of how it's working on my hair, or just for curiosity purposes, entertainment, whatever. I am going to be using two stylers that I love to use when I do a lot of twist styles, and those two brands are Camille Rose Almond Twisting Butter, and I'm going to be battling it side by side with the Curls Blueberry Bliss Twist and Shout Cream. And I'm going to be using the lock method. Fortunately, I have the entire collection for both the Curls Blueberry Bliss line and the Camille Rose Naturals line. So for my leave-in, I am going to be using the Curl of Moisture Milk and the Reparative Leave-In Conditioner, both from the same collection. And then for the oils, I am going to be doing the same thing, using the Reparative Hair Oil and the Cocoa Nibs and Honey Ultimate Growth Serum. So I am going to be using these for my lock method. I am going to stretch my hair real quick and I would be right back. Alright, so I got the back half of the section that I'm going to be working on first, and on this side I am going to be using the Curls Blueberry Bliss. So we're going to get right into it. Just gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. So I am going to do maybe some chunky twists. I'm not gonna make them too big. I'm not gonna make them too small. About medium size. I'm gonna make them about this size. I am going to lightly mist it with some water, not too much. I'm gonna use the Curls Leave-In Conditioner now, just a little bit. And for you guys that never used the leave-in before, the consistency is pretty thick. It does smell like blueberries or raspberries, like a raspberry candy or something. Yeah, I am just going to smooth it on. And when I use this leave-in, I usually use it both on dry and stretched hair or freshly washed hair. I like it. As you can see, my hair is already reverting back. I don't care about the revert, but you guys can clearly see that it is detangling my curls pretty well. Now for the Reparative Hair Oil, just a little bit of drops. I don't want to put too much product on either side. Now for the styler. If you guys can see how it looks, the consistency of this is kind of like a it looks like whipped cream or like cottage cheese. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it's not that runny. It's definitely a thick consistency, which is great. I'm not going to use too much. I just want enough, you know, to coat the strands. So I might not even have to use all of that. I'm going to put some back. This is the amount that I put on my hands. And I'm just going to rub it in so you guys can see how it looks. Let me put it on the back of my hand. Okay, so that's the consistency of it. And I am just going to massage it into my hair. As you guys can see, my curls are already getting defined, which is nice. And I'm just going to twist it. Just a regular 2-strand twist. So I'm going to just coil it around the ends. And so far I did a good job at it. It's like a nice lightweight oil, in case anyone is wondering. So I am done with this side. I have 4 in the back, 4 in the front. I do see that the product is sitting on my hair, but we'll see if by the time I'm done with this, with the Camille Rose side, you know, that it settles in. But right now my hair feels pretty moisturized, and I mean, it was able to curl up on its own. I didn't need any perm rods. So now we're gonna work with the Camille Rose side. So again, the same process. Just gonna mist it just enough to get the product. I had these sitting upside down because both of the leave-in conditioners are pretty thick as far as the consistency goes. So I'm just going to use a little bit. You guys see me use this before. Don't really need a lot. A little goes a long way. Let's see if I can put some on the back of my hand. I think they kind of look and feel the same as far as the thickness goes. Camille might be just a bit thicker, and this product line smells like cupcakes or vanilla icing or some kind of sweet food, vanilla, I don't know, something like that. As for the oil, I would say that the oils are kind of similar. It's, you know, a runny consistency like any oil. I would say it's a lightweight oil. This doesn't smell like her cupcake batter or whatever. This to me smells more like cocoa butter thing. And I am going to get straight to the twisting butter. I'm actually running out, but I have backup. This is how the twisting butter looks. It's really, really thick, and it's not gonna be moving. If I was to have it sit for a while, it ain't going anywhere. But this is how the, let's see, like a nice thick creamy consistency. And I'm gonna do the same thing. You can see with both of the products, they are forming my curls pretty nicely.
It's the dream.
I am completely done. This is Camille Rose side, and this is the curl side. So far, I'm looking, this already dried up. You remember I told you guys that the curls Blueberry Bliss had like some residue. It was like sitting on top of my hair. Well, it finally penetrated. I noticed with that, when I use it, see, it's still a little bit of residue, not as bad. Majority of it already penetrated through my hair. Camille Rose side usually penetrates my hair almost instantly. They both feel moisturized so far. I was able to finger coil the ends on both sides. We're gonna take it out in the morning. Hey guys, so this is the next day. Just to let you guys know, off camera I did add my perm rods because I just like the extra defined look on my ends. It just gives it all a clean look at the end. So it's the same thing. I just let it air dry overnight, although it was done on stretched hair. I mean, for the product to set completely in my hair. So now we're gonna take it down. Remember, this is the curl side, this is the Camille Rose side. So we are finally gonna see what the results are.
It's the dream.
Okay, so this is completely finished. Remember, this is the Camille Rose side, this is the curl side. I haven't separated it or anything yet. This is me just taking it out. I want to separate. Okay guys, now we're going to talk about the final results. I am going to talk about the pros and cons. First, let's start with the Camille Rose side. As far as me noticing a difference, I don't really see a major difference, to be honest. I do think that both sides are equally defined and somewhat stretched. As far as moisture, I think both of them are pretty moisturized to the max. Like I said, these are my two really favorite creams that I would use whenever I'm doing like braid outs or twist outs. As far as elongated curls, first things first, we're going to talk about the leave-ins. The leave-ins, I always told you, for the Curl Love Milk, I like that one. It's really thick. Comparing both of them side by side, I would most definitely say Camille Rose leave-in is just a tad bit thicker than the Blueberry Bliss leave-in conditioner. With the oils, to me, they're both lightweight. I'm not really too big on oils because most of the time whenever I buy oils, it's normally, if I'm buying like a collection or a brand and it happens to have an oil, then I would just buy it with it. Again, I don't know if they are great for growth because I don't use those oils for that. I normally just use my oils you know, on my edges sometimes, or on the ends of my hair, or of course when I am separating to reduce some frizz. But I would definitely say they're both lightweight, so I guess I would say they're tie on that end. Now for the actual stylers, most importantly, I would say as far as the consistency goes, the Camille Rose Almond Dry Twisting Butter is just a tad bit thicker than the Curls Blueberry Bliss Twist and Shout Cream. The Twist and Shout Cream has like a more creamier consistency, and then the Almond Dry Twisting Butter has more of a, what's the word? It's like thicker. It's like really thick. So I would definitely say I like the results. To be honest, I can wear my hair like this for a couple days, and I don't think anybody could tell that I use two different products. As far as the smell goes, one side smells like blueberries, one side smells like cupcakes or vanilla icing. So at the end of the day, most importantly, I think it all comes down to the smell and the price. I would link the prices of both products down below online. I don't know which one is more or less than the other, but I would most definitely say, you guys hear me talk about the Almond Dry Twisting Butter all the time. If I had to choose, I would probably buy the Almond Dry Twisting Butter because I have been using that consistently well over a year. And you just seen with this video, I ran out of some and I opened up another one. So I actually had some of the Almond Dry on stock. The Twist and Shout Cream, I do notice that when I use that, I had to be not necessarily heavy-handed, but I noticed that I had to use a little bit more cream for it to moisturize my hair. The Almond Dry Twisting Butter, I don't have to do that too much. Maybe it's because the formula is thicker, so a little goes a long way. I'm not sure, but that's just what I noticed. But on the contrary, they're both still pretty moisturized. So I think for moisture, they're both tie in my opinion. And then I told you guys I noticed with the Blueberry Bliss side, when I put it on my hair, you could see in the video, it took a while. Even when I started on a Camille side, I started on the Blueberry Bliss side first, and then you can tell when I was doing my hair with the Camille Rose side, you can see that there was some product that was still sitting on top of my hair. But it didn't bother me. It definitely still penetrated my strands. And again, it still feels moisturized, so that's not an issue to me. I guess it just took a little longer for it to penetrate my shaft or my strands. So my final review, if I had to buy one of these over again, I'm probably going to go with Camille, only because I own almost all of the products and that's something that I've used consistently. But I would love to hear you guys results if you guys ever used either product before or you used it differently. But most definitely, I love both of them. They're still my favorite twist out creams or stylers. I would definitely use both of these again in the near future. And if you guys want to see more battle videos as far as stylers, conditioners, oils, anything goes, maybe I should do a product stash video and you guys have an idea of some products that I have. And then maybe you guys can help me come up with more battle videos, or I will just do some random ones again in the future. But don't forget guys to thumbs up this video if you liked it, and if you want to see more videos like so, or if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions regarding this video. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Curls Blueberry Bliss. Curls Blueberry Bliss. Curls Blueberry Bliss Twist and Shout Cream.